Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Here we have a residential application. So you can see here we have a seating area here. It's pretty much all like a lounge style seating. We have a fan up here in the middle, and then we have some lights up here, speakers. This rear section here has a 45-degree cutout. This is a wall with a door here, and I think the door actually swings outwards. And then the rest of the door is like a window type of application. 3 windows back here. I just have these centrally located within this space back here, and I think that's about it. Dimensions. We have a 22 foot 9 inch by 12 foot depth, and then a 10-foot ceiling height, and the diameter of this is a 5-foot diameter fan. Now my fan's a little bit different than what the customer actually has here, so this is just a model. And there's going to be an important aspect about that fan that we need to discuss here, so we're going to take that into consideration. Normally I'd probably want to put some heaters in this type of configuration. But as you can see here, we have these fans, so I'd have to move the heater either further to the right or left. And I am just meeting the clearances below the heater, the fan blades here. Actually, this one's not meeting it because I think the fan is not exactly center in the room based on what the customer's dimensions were. If you look here, we can see I have 11.8 from this wall, from this wall here, and then 11.1 from this wall here. Now if it was centered, it would be more like 11.4, I'm guessing 3.5. So in any case, it's not that important because I think we're gonna utilize something else anyway, so we can't have the heater right below the speaker and lighting feature here. So that would be normally how I do it, but this case I would not because of those issues right there. So let's go ahead and look at what another plan would be. Another plan would be to have the heaters 2 on the outside, and then because that wall is cut out here, another single unit back here. This single unit is centered in the room. And then you can see here I have these 10-foot centered from each other, and then also centered in the room itself. I do have the heater bracket just at 6 inches centered from the edge. Let's see if I can show that. So yeah, 6 inches centered from the edge here of the rooftop there. And then this unit here, I have the bracket itself 1 foot 8 7/16 centered here, and that's going to give me the 18 inches of clearance I need from the back side here. And we'll show that here in just a second. So as you can see here, I have the edge of that 18-inch clearance from the side of the heater to the wall, and over here I am actually, even though I'm hitting the fan blade here, I'm just making the clearance, barely making that clearance here to the fan blade, this 5-foot diameter fan blade. Now, I just want to make a mention about this fan blade, and that is that if this fan blade is steel, made out of like a steel, aluminum, something of that nature, then it's no longer considered combustible, that blade itself. So that does play a part of it. Now, I wouldn't want a fan, spinning right next to the heater, underneath it or something like that. But if it is physically non-combustible, then we're not worried about that, technically speaking. So just want to point that out. That might play a very important part. Now, the height of the heater also plays an important part. As you can see, if I was to take this fan and move it down, I'm beginning to place the heater further and further into that 18 inches of clearance. So I'm going to move it back up to where I had it. I'm not quite sure what the customer has right there, but that's something to think about. And just turn that off and look at what kind of footprint of heat I can get out of this. There we go. So you can see I am covering the seating area fairly well. I think I'm making both of these. These are just single, well, kind of like a love seat type of sizes. I know over here they had a double seat or double chairs over here that they could move around. But as you can see, I'm heating up, all this space pretty nicely here. I'm, missing the corners back here, and obviously this left corner here doesn't need to be heated because it's a window and door. But as you can see with this layout, I have fairly good coverage here. I got nice overlapping here, maybe slightly too much overlapping here, but I need that angle. And sorry, the angle here that I have is a 15-degree angle from pointed straight down, so 15 degrees out, and that's what gives me that clearance in the back here that I'm most concerned about. So I think that's about all I can say about this application. Yeah, so these are 6,000 watt units. You probably would want a dimming system on something like this. You can make it 3-zone or 2-zone. You can have this one on, these two on or off. But definitely with a 6,000 watt unit, it's easy to place a dimming system for each one of these heaters when you use a control system. But I would definitely consider that a control system for that, because typically I like to have these at around 10 feet off the ground, and if my memory serves me correctly, I got it 9 feet too. But a 4,000 watt unit would probably not be enough at this height. It's kind of pushing a 4,000 watt to its max. So that's why I like to have the 6,000 watt on a height similar to this. So you can see here I'm missing this can light here, and not concerned about the speaker, and also this can light back there. All right. Well, if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to consider doing a draw up for you, feel free to send us your contact and some images and or some dimensions to support@patioheat.com. And if this has helped you, I appreciate a thumbs up. It always works well with the algorithms of YouTube, so we can get more exposure and help others find solutions to their outdoor heating needs. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Thank you very much. You have a great day.